Pauline. I played the role of Ruby in the film Mind Talker. So I want to start by talking about the role of Ruby. This was something that was offered to me when I least expected it. And I remember picking up the script and hearing a little bit about the role, and I liked how different it was from myself. I had never played a role like that before, but after reading the script, I felt like I was up for the challenge because one of my biggest challenges was actually singing as Ruby. That's not something I had done before, and it definitely got me out of my comfort zone, and that was something that I wanted to challenge myself with. Especially once I picked up the script, I was like, I had to do it, you know? So I remember getting ready for the role, and it felt like I did not have enough time because I felt like there were so many layers to the character, and I wanted to make sure the message was delivered. I remember working on it with a classmate, and literally before I sent in the audition, I think I probably worked on it all the way till 4 a.m. And I just wanted to get it right. And when I sent it into Min, I remember getting a phone call a few days later. I was in a Walmart, and literally when he said he got the role, I dropped everything I was doing. I screamed and I cried, and everybody in that Walmart looked at me like I was a crazy person. But I didn't care because I was so happy to have the role. So I remember preparing for that for a little bit amount of time and just kind of getting ready for something that I knew was going to be pretty much life-changing. And so now about the script. The script was something unlike anything I had ever picked up. It had a very clear message that needed to be delivered. It had a lot of twists and turns in it, but it had heart in it. And it was different than anything I'd ever read. And I remember the more I read it, the more I wanted to see. I was more drawn into it. And I said to myself, this is going to be something. This is something big. This is something that hasn't been done. I haven't seen it done. There's been certain genres where it's relatable, but I definitely haven't seen anything done like this in a long time. And I remember reading the script at 2 a.m, and there was just certain parts in it that drew me to it more, to where I said, oh, there's this twist and turn in it. There's this, and then there's this message. You have to watch very closely with it because I think there's a lot for people to understand through this film. So I really enjoyed the script, and that was automatically number one, which made me want to take on this role and take on this challenge. As far as working with Min, that was the best set experience I could honestly say I've ever had. I learned so much about myself as an actor and so much about the art of filmmaking that it inspired me. And, I remember meeting Min in my acting class and working with him, and his technique of coaching was completely different than anybody that was in there. He had the ability to help you past, your actor blockages to where you can be able to get outside of yourself and think outside the box and get comfortable being uncomfortable, which is really hard to get to sometimes. Min is the director that will take you there. And I remember that on set, literally just I remember him showing me, different ways I can portray the character even just by walking in the room and walking out of the room. His approach to it was very unique and different. And I learned a lot about myself through this. I really enjoyed working with him, and I look forward to any future projects with him.